The final is here on Sunday the 12th of July, Soccer City in Georginaton. It will be the host Republic of States versus Portugal in the Euro final, and the wait is over, and we are live right now.
Hello and welcome here today, and today is the final of the Euro, of course. It ends today. A whole month of a tournament will come to an end here today, as we got two teams will play each other in the Euro 2020 final between Portugal and Republic States. This is a very important game, and how do you thought about that, Brian Cliff, today? It is big. It is a very big match, of course. I know that it's not going to be as big for... It'd be big for both teams, let's say, because, you know, Portugal beat us in the group stages of the Euros, and they did so well, they did. And I know that it's not going to be easy of us trying to beat them today, because they beat us already in this competition. So there is a final. It's a one-game final, of course. No leg games or etc. So that might help us, as we are the host nation of this of the Euros, and we should take a bit of more responsibility today, because it is a final and we are hosting the final, and there's a lot of people, a lot of Republicans are definitely up for this game here today, and I am looking forward to seeing how this game will be like by the end of today. Yeah, hopefully so for our nation, of course. But Republic States, of course, if you look at their team, you've got obviously Hersey playing, you've got Thomas Oaksil, you've got, you know, Chris Bailey in goal, for example. For Portugal, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, you've got Pepe, you've got Ruben Neves, they've got Bruno Fernandes been scoring good goals for fun, Bernardo Silva. You see these two teams, they're both played in the same group as each other in this competition already. They both will meet each other in the final. Any thoughts on, let's say, Republic States starters? Any thoughts on them? We have to have thoughts in this game, because it's a final. Like I said, we have to take pride, because we are the host. Fans around the whole nation is watching us, or watching my son play, and watch also the rest of the 11 players, including my son, of course, on the pitch today. And I know that it's going to be a very big game. It's going to be for both teams, and also for this national team, for our country. We want to try and win the Euro. We won it in 2016 against Spain. I remember that moment. It was a very good game. It was for us to beat Spain in France. Can we do that in 4 years later, in 2020? I think we can. So we have to wait and see about that by today. I think for Portugal, of course, you know, knocking out England, knocking out Germany, you know, knocking out Spain on the penalty shootout on Thursday, and also beating us in the group stages. I think, to be honest with you, Portugal are a very good attacking team. They are an attacking team. They've got some very good attackers up front, like Andre Silva and Ronaldo. As we obviously know, Ronaldo's a top striker, of course, around the world. We need to look at these players very carefully today. I think our defence has got to be very organised on the pitch. We have to try and be as aggressive as well, and we have to be like that. We can't let Portugal have the chances. We can't give them chances. We have to be as ruthless as we possibly can today, and that's what we need to be. We need to be ruthless. How the way we play. Ronaldo, of course, will make it a lot harder for our defence, because he's one of the best players of all time. I can see him scoring today. I can see Andre Silva scoring a goal today. Or I can see Bruno Fernandes could also score a goal today. So I do see a lot more good players in this Portugal team, and you know, it'll be big for them, because they haven't won a major tournament before in their country's history, because they didn't do well in the World Cup. They got knocked out all the way down to the semi-finals at one point back in 1966 in England, a World Cup that time. I remember when Portugal did get all the way to the semi-finals in the Euros in 2004, failed. You know, I think Portugal, of course, can maybe win a major trophy for the first time. Anything could happen. You know, we've won the Euro twice. You know, we won it in 2004 in Greece. We won it there. We won it, you know, against also Spain in France, of course, in 4 years ago. Can we win our third Euro trophy today? We could do. But can we win our third Euro? Of course we can. I think we've got to be more attacking in the game and try and be disciplined on the ball. That's what we need to be. Because, playing against Portugal today, we have to be as 100% in the match. We've got to show them our class. Don't make the mistakes like we did against them in the group stages. Try and be as more on our feet in the most majority of the game. And hopefully, by the end of today, we win the Euro trophy. Right. Anyways, let's get now to the head coach, of course, Neil Clarkson. Neil Clarkson, today is a very, very big game in the Euro final, as we are the host of this Euro competition. For the first time in our history to host a competition in soccer. But today, we made it all the way to the final. Today, of course, we got to play Portugal today in the final of the Euro today. We did lose against them in the group stages in that last game before we got into the knockout rounds, of course. Round 2 against Portugal, but in the final. Tell me your thoughts going into this game today, and what can we do to try and beat Portugal? What can we do in the whole 90 minutes of the matchup, or extra time, or penalties we need to do to beat Portugal today? Well, it's not going to be as an easy game for us. We know Portugal are also going to be in our faces today, and we'll be in their faces because, it's a final. Both teams are going to have their moment. Both teams are going to have their way in the final to try and deal with things. Both teams are going to be at it today. I can't, say that we're going to go and win this game, even though we're hosting the tournament, of course. But, at least we are in it, the final. And it's good that we're in it because we fought at the early stage of the competition. We all fought against Ireland in our first opening game of the competition. Then we beat Scotland to majorly qualify us into second place, losing to Portugal in the last group game. That wasn't as great. We knocked out Russia on extra time in the round of 16. That was fantastic. Beating Switzerland in the quarterfinals and also beating Italy on Wednesday. And now we're in the final against Portugal. So we know this is going to be a tough challenge because Portugal have been conquering, this competition. Even Andreas Silva's the top goal scorer in this Euro tournament, of course. So we have to take this game as a real discipline game. The whole country is watching this matchup. The whole nation is watching our national team play today. There's a lot of fans who will sing the national anthem. There's a lot of fans who will be together in one night, celebrating this occasion. So we need to give back to them. And to do that, we have to win this final today because we are the host. And we should be doing it because we won the Euros twice. It's even big for my managerial career as a coach for the RSB national team. So it is a big. Even though I managed Arsenal Phoenix, I was fantastic with them. Obviously leaving the club and joining the RSB national team, being successful here. But winning a trophy like the Euro will be a dream come true because I haven't won a trophy as a coach in my history, of coaching, of course, or manager. I haven't won anything really. So today it is big for me in my reputation as a manager. Portugal as well is big for them because, Portugal haven't won a major competition before in their history. So it'll go either way, but we'll see how this game goes. We'll try and play attacking. We're going to try and be defensive. We're going to try and be using the midfield a lot. But if we can do that on the field today, there's a chance we could win the Euro of 2020, and celebrate in front of our Republican fans. And that's what we want to do, celebrate for them. Thank you very much there,
The official lineup
Neil
for
Clarkson.
both teams for
Best
today.
of
Up
luck
front,
in
we
the
have
game.
Thomas Hurst,
And
we have Ray
we are
Gregg, we have
behind
Nicholas
you
Vidana,
and behind
Thomas
your team
Oaksil,
today.
Robert
Can our
Cliff.
team win
We also
today?
have in
I
that
hope you
central
do that
midfield
for our country.
is
Thank
Alan
you very
Gray,
much there, interviewer.
with
I'll
Dwayne
do
Lewis,
it for you and I'll do it
Terry,
for everybody
Tanger and
who are
Carter,
watching
and
this.
Greg Smith in defence, and goalkeeper
That was
Chris
that
Bailey.
from Neil Clarkson.
On the bench, you've got Peter
Let's go
Lukowski,
now to the
got Ablett, Dave
lineup
Saka, Sebastian
reveal
Shea,
for the
Leon
RSB
Dyer,
national team
Mark Austin,
and
Damien
also
Smallville,
Portugal's national
Golstinho,
team. And that's going to be that for the lineup, of course, for both teams. Brian Cliff, do you feel confident in that lineup that Neil Clarkson's put out for this Euro final? Yeah, I do feel that. I do feel that it's a good team to play, of course, Portugal today. I know that this is pretty much the same lineup as we played them before in the group stages, but you know, you never know. We might play mind games with Portugal today. You just don't know, can you? So my final message will be before the game kicks off that I wish the Republicans the best of luck, and also to my son, because you know Robert Cliff plays for the Republicans national team. I'm also rooting for him today, so you know I'm gonna obviously watch this game very carefully because my son obviously is playing, and hopefully that also not just that, but the whole national team will win us a trophy, and our country win us a trophy. So we'll see. Before the kickoff begins, let's get to the ceremony, the closing ceremony of the Euro.